and we expect that you will have the kind of takeaway that would be lasting. Because of course, what we're talking about is meditating minds, and the truth is, your minds are always meditating on something, and so most of the time when you come to these sessions, you think of it as learning to meditate, but you've always been meditating. So what we want you to focus on is what to meditate on. And when you have the right subject to meditate on, then it has the kind of effect that you want it to have. And so if I can read from the description that you got, meditating minds, whispers of stillness, a journey into inner silence. My name is Ananta, and joining me this evening is Jose. And those of you on Zoom will not see Jose, but you're going to hear from him as well. And we expect that as we go through the different things that we want to cover with you this evening, that you'll have a sense of what it is. We expect that this session will raise your awareness and have you get a sense of what ought to be happening in your minds that may not be happening. There's always something happening in your minds, and what we want to do is to put you in charge of that. Sometimes meditation is best described as thought management. It's not emptying your mind, which of course you're not able to do. We're always having thoughts, but we're not always thinking. Having thoughts is distinct from thinking. And so we want to have you have a lot more management of those thoughts. So welcome, and a very special welcome to those of you who are tuning in for our daily Power Boost. We're combining those two activities this evening. So what I want to start with is awareness, because what you are aware of informs your thinking and informs your actions. And too often, we are not aware of what we are aware of. And that means that the actions that we're taking, the thoughts that we're having, are not under our control. And by awareness, we're really talking about being present. You know, now the moment you're in is referred to as a gift. You've heard that before, and so you have to really appreciate the present. However, you have to be present to the present. And so our meditation is to have you become more aware and cognizant of that, and how to really use the present in a way that's very beneficial to you, but not only beneficial to you, but to all those around you. And by around, I mean everywhere, because the meditation takes you from the limited to the unlimited. It takes you beyond the consciousness of your body and of your physical surroundings. because we are all connected spiritually. And so we go into the silence with meditation because silence is our essential way of being. We sometimes forget that we come into sound from silence. And so that essentially we're silent, and it is in silence where we have the most power. It is in silence that we are able to be inwardly, to be introverted in the most positive way. Because too often we think of introversion as something negative, being antisocial or something like that, but that's not what it is at all. It's paying attention to the aura that you are putting out there. Your energy field is a function of what is happening inside. And so when we go into silence, we were able to get in touch with the essential beings that we all are, which puts us in touch with those special qualities of purity and peace and power and love and knowledge and truth, and of course, happiness, which once you find it within, then it would manifest itself without. And so what we're looking for without, or what we're not finding without, is really a function of our own creation. It means that we're not creating it. And so this is about putting you in charge. In other words, life is not happening to you. You are making life happen. And once we have that understanding, then we can have the right projections into the spaces that we are moving into, and we would begin to take control, be at cause, as we would say, rather than at effect. And so we're going to have some silence and some interaction with you that allows you to find that space within. So you have heard us, I'm sure, remind you that you are a soul, and you have a body, and it is that confusion, if you will, that misidentification, that misawareness that is creating so much of our instability, so much of our worry and fear, so much of our anxiety. Because when you begin to have more moments of silence and solitude, you begin to appreciate your own power. You begin to appreciate your own well, you are eternal. You are forever. And so because of this misidentification, we tend to be very anxious rather than to be in that state of being that allows us to take responsibility for what's going on around us. And so what we will start with immediately is, Jose, you may want to cut the lights a little bit. And you will have some commentary from Jose. And what I'd like you to do is to do your best to focus within, and wherever that place within that you feel comfortable with just stay there and allow the music and the words to penetrate. And then we'll come back together and we will continue with this discussion.
So let's relax our bodies. Make sure that your body is not tight. Relax your feet, your legs. Relax your stomach, your arms and shoulders. And bring your attention to the middle of your forehead. Where the eternal being is sitting. And let's contemplate on the following lines. I, the being of peace, the soul, am weightless and light. I, that being of light, the being that sits within the center of this forehead and radiates light, thoughts, energy. I look down through these eyes into the physical world around. I, the being of awareness, am seeing through my eyes. I am hearing through my ears. I let the outside world continue on its way, but for a few moments be detached from it. I turn within and enjoy my inner silence. In this silence, I, the eternal being within, am now choosing to focus my attention within. I think about my true identity, that I am an immortal being, an invisible being, a being of light. In this silence, I experience the inner treasure of calmness, of peace. In this silence, I am shining the light of my awareness into a darkened world. I am like a star, a tiny point of light, unlimited and free from any limitations. I realize I am quite separate from my body. I exist independently from it. I, the soul, am a being of inner beauty, loving, full of peace, so full of peace that I am only peace. And in this higher consciousness, my thoughts have become less. My mind has become like a treasure store, full of valuable, elevated thoughts. This is true wealth. I am overflowing with the treasure of peace, radiating the subtle vibrations of peace I have become so clean, so subtle, so peaceful. And I remain in this tranquil state in my true nature. I am a peaceful soul. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Okay.